Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Utah Utes and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Utes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Motion from the back. Running inside. It's Young. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off. Get some positive yards. Go on to the next play.
So now it's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Lewis. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Finds a seam. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long.
Oh, what vision. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Great place to start for this offense. Great. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Brink. He's tackled right at the 10-yard. And they're trying to cash in on this drive.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. He is stopped short in the gamble on the 2 to try to go on top. Comes up short. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Making side adjustments here. Here's Lewis to throw. That's reeled in. It's Young.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Brought down at the 46-yard line, and that's enough for the 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Throwing, Lewis. That's caught. It's Taylor. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Young. Showing off the arm. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working.
Makes the grab in their space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it. It's Young. Could be an alley. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Breaks into the open. He is in. Touchdown, Utah.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
He's not gonna make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
On the run from inside his own 5. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Utes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Really good job by the defense understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open. Throw me the ball. Throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Utes have moved it inside the 20. Trying to run, it's Brave. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2, and now they climb to within 1.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Yeah, executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lewis. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Oh, it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that. Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Lewis. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. This is a designed run. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Utah. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these designed quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. Makes a move. He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Young. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Taylor has it. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll run the screen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Here's Lewis to throw. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to change this route. To the air again, Lewis. Plucks it out of the air. Turning it up. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball.
Parker. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got it in the middle, it's Parker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Last week. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He might want another play. Throwing, Lewis. Complete to Williams over the middle. Touchdown, Bucks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Coming out with it, it's Brave. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Kentucky Wildcats.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Handoff for Parker. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
To the air, it's Dampier. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Running inside, it's Taylor. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Buffaloes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
This offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Fourth down, Lewis. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this guy's been a weapon throughout. Man, you've seen him, the ability to throw the football and make plays, but also, just like on this play, man, with his legs, he's going to make you honor them. So he's got that dual threat ability, putting a good season together, man, inching closer to that 1,000-yard rush mark. That's a big feat for a QB.
A third down try for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out of the field because that nickel player he's got, who subs in, is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fourth. Fourth down and come up bankrupt.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. Knocked off his feet.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd down from the gun. Lewis throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Ripping through the defense. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their off?
Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Colorado. Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Dampier. Got a man, it's Parker.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got an open man. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brigg. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's inside the... Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! The Utes punched them right back.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The run inside. It's Taylor. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Utah! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Well, this has been a defensive war, and you were just wondering which side could hang on long enough. But how about the defense coming away with a big pick-6 late to take the lead? You got to step up in big moments. You saw the ball thrown, you pluck it out of the air, you find your convoy, and you're off to the races. That is an outstanding game-changing play.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable 3rd down situation.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. It's complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing up.
Might have a chance. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Running inside, it's Welch. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Might be calling a hot route. Lewis. Under fire. It's caught. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's Lewis to throw. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
A lot of offensive coordinators love to screen you to death and work the ball down the field, Jesse, but a negative play like that will take you out of your game plan.
And that's not the last screen that they've got in their playbook offensively. They're going to try and do it a few different other ways, but give the defense credit. D-line doing a nice job watching the quarterback, stopping the rush, and everybody just seemed to hone in on the running back on that screen.
Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Buffaloes lead back on top.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
It's caught. The two-point try is good, and now it's a three-point game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Just going to keep it after the snap. There he goes. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Utes! They move on top here in the fourth. The Utes punch them right back.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line and one of the biggest games of the year.
Quarterback moving. Makes the grab. And they swarm him under.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long.
The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Another incompletion on third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. It's Lewis again. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Calls his own number. There's it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Hits it with a stiff arm. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Throwing, Lewis. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released a pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
With the catch, it's Taylor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Lewis from the gun on third down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Hauls it in with one hand. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Utes! And they turn it into a defensive score. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take